This is the place on the maps where the places like Mt Olympus is supposed to be. This is where the Mountain of Gold is supposed to be, the home of the gods, and even Shambhala. The North Pole is actually a place that's filled with a lot of mysterious information. I was not aware of this at all. This was a big shocker to me. I always thought North Pole was like a gag where they set up a pole because it's like the top of the earth. Ha ha ha. No. Apparently there's a whole bunch of controversy. It's like government locked down. It's nuts. So we're going to be learning about that here. So the first thing about this history's mystery is that it was actually first discovered by explorers named Matthew and Robert, which are pictured here. They were the first people to discover the North Pole. However, a cover operation was done by the Western press to put out fake information about who actually discovered the North Pole later. They said other people discovered the North Pole who took very different pieces of information than what these guys actually discovered about the North Pole. When these two explorers, the real explorers, arrived at the North Pole, they said that the North Pole was not covered in ice. They said it was actually a big open water pool. And unfortunately, every image you can find of the North Pole is either altered, blurred. You can't find it on Google Earth. They put a fake photo version of it. Online photos are all like cartoon. They don't show you the actual North Pole online. So that's where it starts getting a little weird. It's like, what's so sneaky about the North Pole? What's going on here? Now, these guys were not just like some casual explorers either. They went there 7 times. So they didn't just discover it. They discovered it 7 times over before anyone else had discovered this, North Pole. And they were actually the first people to plant a flag there, and it was the American flag. They planted the American flag, kind of like what we did on the moon. And that's where the mystery begins. Now, the conspiracy starts coming in that this area of the North Pole is associated with a group of people called the Hyborians. Now, the Hyborians is a group that's recognized across all different cultures. China, it's recognized in the Western cultures, it's recognized in Greece, Rome, all around for this place that is a magical place with people that live thousands of years, kind of like elves, giants inhabiting here. This is where the frost giant myth comes from. And people document interacting with this group of people very frequently. In fact, in many traditions in the West, it was considered the blessed land that you went on if you were to be elevated to like the level of an elite, and you had to be initiated, and if you went to this special area, it unlocked the secrets of a new way of looking at the world, essentially. This is the place on the maps where the places like Mt Olympus is supposed to be. This is where the Mountain of Gold is supposed to be, the home of the gods, and even Shambhala. This is all located in this area with a similar description of what these people found in the North Pole. What makes this even more bizarre is the way that they described the North Pole was a magnetic island floating over the water, and then there's pools of water, so it's made of like a magnetic rock, and it makes their compass just go insane. And then there's 4 pools of water coming in, and it's actually documented on this map right here. This is the map that was on most maps for the majority of history, because that was what was found in the North Pole. It's this magnetic rock in the middle of 4 seas coming together and making a whirlpool, like they're sucking in underneath. Very much what you see like in Asgard here in this artistic rendition. Now, before you think, well, this is all crazy conspiracy people and people who explored 1,000 years ago, the guy who discovered Halley's Comet, this very well-renowned scientist, expert astronomer, actually made a theory based on Newton's theories, and theorized that the Earth was actually a series of layers, and that there was different places within it, and that the top would be a hole where the water would mix. That's how you would have to make it work according to gravity. So there's a lot of people who are in legitimate scientific field who are saying, like, this is actually sounding really legit. And this is the part where I get a little weirded out, and it's that you're not allowed to visit the North Pole. You can't go there. So this is actually diagrams that the guy, the Halley's Comet, I think his name is Halley's, invented. And this is actually his diagram describing what he thinks that the world should work like according to Newton's theory of gravity. And so you have this situation where it's like, well, if it's not true, then just let people go there. Well, you're not allowed to go. Why are we not allowed to go? You just can't. Well, why not? All the governments agree. No one gets to go to the North Pole. What's going on there? What do you have to hide that's at the North Pole if there's nothing to see there? That's what makes me weird. I'm not so convinced that the Earth is hollow and that there's this magnetic oasis entering into another realm. Maybe there is, though, because apparently you guys want to hide everything. You know, you want us to not know, and I think that we should be allowed to explore the world and see things for ourselves and see that it is covered in ice, and we shouldn't have to trust your specialized team to go out there and do it yourselves with your special cameras and let us know, no, for sure, we told the truth. Why can't I? If I have enough money, time, and resources, why can't I put together my own expedition? Why is that not allowed? I find it weird. And of course, the biggest question, of course, is there's strange stories about this place. They're all conflicting. What could be causing all this conflict? Who knows? Why aren't we allowed to go there? What is the government hiding? And the most important question is, why didn't they address the S question? Obviously, Santa's in the North Pole. So I want to know, is this all a big cover-up for Santa Claus? I think Santa Claus might actually be living in the North Pole, and that's what the government doesn't want us to know. So they're trying to hide the fact that the North Pole is actually occupied by Santa Claus, and therefore we need to hashtag save Santa. I think that this is a government cover-up to keep us away from helping Santa, and frankly, this is just not good. I think they tried to put Santa on lockdown because of the quarantine. I think that was what happened, and Santa's like, no, I'm not going to do it. And so they were trying to shut down his factory, and he's like, I will continue to deliver the packages. A flu is not going to stop the Christmas spirit. That's my particular theory, but let's hear what your guys' theory is in the comments below.